So welcome to all of you Shiksha 360, and today basically we will discuss BFM MCQ discussion set number 24. That is basically belongs from the chapter number 22. Clear? Only one or two question will be of chapter number 23. Rest all the questions basically from 22. Question we will discuss from 321 to 340. Clear? 321 to 340, and in this session for mainly we will discuss regarding the components of assets and liabilities. Clear? Components of assets and liabilities in the bank's balance sheet. Clear? In bank's balance. Okay. So let's start our discussion. Question number 321 presents on your screens now. So stock in hand of stationery and stamps. Clear? Stock in hand of stationery and stamps is to be included in which of the following in the bank balance sheet. Clear? Basically stock of what? Basically stationery and stamps. Clear? Stock of basically of what? Basically of stationery and stamps is to be included under what? Fixed assets, sundry assets, operating expenses, and other assets. Clear? And other assets. Clear? So the correct answer here is to basically option number D, that is other assets. Clear? Under the other assets, basically what are the different things basically present here? Basically that the miscellaneous assets I will write here all the. First one is inter-office adjustment. Inter-office adjustment. Second one here is to be interest accrued. Third one here is to be basically tax paid in advance. Why I am writing it? Because you are able to remember these things now. Tax paid in advance or TDS, tax deducted at source. Fourth one is the stationery and stamps, which is our question. Stationery and stamps. Fifth one is non-banking assets. Non-banking asset acquired in satisfaction of claims. Clear? Non-banking asset acquired in satisfaction of claims. Okay, so all these comes under the other assets. Clear? All these things basically comes under the other asset. So option number D is the answer here. Clear? Option number D is the answer here. Now move to the next question. Question number 322. The main source of funds for the banks are. Clear? Basically this is present as basically we have discussed in the chapter number 22 part 1. Basically what are the main sources of the funds for the bank? So capital, borrowings, deposits, contingent liabilities. Clear? Basically contingent liabilities. Clear? The main source. Clear? Basically or capital is also the source. Borrowing is also the source. Deposit is also the source. Clear? The main source of the funds for the bank, it is basically deposits. Clear? It is to be deposits. So this one is our answer. Clear? So this one is our answer here, option number C. Now move to the next question. Question number 323. The bills discounted is. Clear? Bills discounted is. Clear? Basically it is comes under which category? That is bills discounted or bills purchased or bills discounted, we can say. Liability item, asset item, contingent liability item, or profit and loss item. Clear? Or profit and loss item. Profit and loss item. Clear? So please tell fast what is the correct answer. So basically it is comes under the asset item, bills purchased and discounted. Clear? Basically bills purchased and discounted. Basically it is comes under the asset item. Clear? It is basically comes under the asset item. Under the advances, basically it is comes under the asset item. Clear? So basically the correct answer is option number B. Is the answer. Basically it is comes under the asset item. Now move to the next question, 324. Counter guarantee obtained from a borrower. Clear? Basically counter guarantee obtained from a borrower against guarantee issued at his request. Clear? Against guarantee issue at his request is held in bank's book as. Clear? Is held in bank's book as. Basically, counter guarantee obtained from a borrower against guarantee issued at its request is held in the bank's book as liability, contingent asset, contingent liability, or this is not held in the books. Clear? So basically, as I have checked at 2 to 3 places, according to me, the answer is to be option number D. Clear? That is basically this is not held in the books. Clear? Just basically they are taking for the safety purpose. Clear? Counter guarantee basically obtained from a borrower against guarantee issued at his request is held in the bank's book as liability, contingent liability, contingent asset, or this is not held in the books. Clear? According to me, basically this one is the answer. Clear? This one is the answer. Clear? Sometimes basically you will get question that is covered by bank or government guarantees. Clear? Covered by bank or government guarantees. Clear? Government guarantees. So in that case, it is to be asset. Clear? In that case, it is to be asset. If they are specially covered by the bank or the government guarantees, in that case, it is to be asset. Clear? But counter guarantee obtained from a borrower against the guarantee issued at his request is held in the bank's book as basically this is not held in the bank's book. Clear? Basically, this is not held in the bank's book. Okay. Like bank guarantee issuing, clear, BG issuing or LC issuing. Clear? In that case, basically just we will take. Now move to the next question, question number 325. Future foreign exchange bought, it is a. Clear? Basically, future foreign exchange bought, it is a liability item, asset item, contingent liability item, and none of these. Clear? And none of these. Clear? So please tell fast what is the correct answer of this question. Clear? Future foreign bought is a. Future foreign bought, it is a. Basically tell fast what it is a. Liability item, asset item, contingent liability item. The option is none of the above. Clear? So basically it is a future foreign exchange. According to me, it is a basically contingent liability item. Clear? Contingent liability item. Clear? Why basically we are buying? Basically because we want to sell it. Clear? Basically we want to sell it. Okay. So basically it is a contingent liability item. Rest we will check once again if you face at any issue. But according to me, basically it is a contingent liability item. Now move to the next question. Future exchange sold, it is a. Clear? Now previous question it is regarding the bought. Now here it is a basically sold. Clear? Now here it is a basically sold. So future exchange sold, it is a liability item, asset item, contingent liability item, or contingent asset item. Clear? Contingent asset item. Clear? So this question you have to think over that. Clear? This question you have to think over that. Clear? Regarding the contingent, sorry, future exchange sold. Clear? I will tell the answer of this question in the last. In the meanwhile, you can think over that. Now move to the next question. Which of the following is correct for the money at call and short money? Clear? Which of the following is correct for money at call and short notice? Clear? Money at call, that is basically for the overnight. Short notice, that is 2 to 14 days. It is a low earning asset. Money is traded at a shorter period. Transactions are among nationalized banks only. Transactions are among basically private banks only. Clear? Basically, as there is not any condition that is only for the nationalized banks or only for the private banks. Clear? So here the condition answer is to be option number B, that is money is traded at a short period. Clear? Money is traded at a short period. Clear? So this one is our answer. Clear? This one is our answer, that is money is traded at a short period. Basically this one is our answer here. Now move to the next question. Question number 328. What does net interest margin signify? Clear? What does basically net interest margin signify? Clear? First of all, I will tell you what is the formula of the net interest margin. Clear? What is the formula of the net interest margin? Clear? Net interest margin, basically it is equal to the net interest income upon average total assets. Clear? Net interest income upon average total assets. Okay, so net interest income upon average total assets. Clear? So option number B is to be correct here. But we have to go with the other. First of all, I will tell you here basically what is net interest income. It is equal to the interest income minus interest expenses. Clear? Net interest income basically interest income minus interest expenses. Okay. Further, net interest margin. Clear? Basically, it is also viewed as clear. It is also viewed as basically spread on earning assets. Clear? Spread on earning assets. Clear? This is also to be viewed as spread on earning assets. Higher the spread, more will be the NIM. Clear? More will be the NIM, that is net interest margin. Clear? So this one is also set true one. Clear? And basically it is a tool to measure impact on volatility of short-term gains. Clear? On volatility of short-term gains. So the correct answer is option number D. That is all of these. Clear? All of these. Basically correct answer is option number D. That is all of these. Now move to the next question. Question number 329. Choose from the following which is not forming part of assets in its bank balance sheet. Clear? Which of the following is not part of its asset basically in the bank's balance sheet. Clear? Basically bank's balance sheet. So first is reserves and surplus, investments, fixed assets, balances with RBI. Clear? Basically balances with RBI. So what is the correct answer of this question? Clear? What is the correct answer of this question? Which of the following which is not forming part of assets of a bank in its balance sheet? Clear? Basically in its balance sheet. Clear? Investment, fixed assets, balances with RBI. Clear? Not from the part of asset. Clear? Reserves and surplus. Clear? Reserves and surplus basically what is that? Reserves and surplus basically they are to be sources of the funds. Clear? They are to be sources of the funds which we have to pay back later. Clear? Reserves or the surplus basically this is a liability. Clear? Reserves and surplus, this is a liability. Why you are not understanding these things? Clear? Basically this is a liability, reserves and surplus. In the starting we have discussed one. What are the sources of the funds? Sources of funds basically which we have to pay back later. Clear? Which we have to pay back later, that is capital, reserves, deposits, borrowings. All are to be sources of the funds. Clear? All are to be sources of funds which we have to pay back later. That is liability. Here they are asking the same thing basically, which is not forming the part of assets. So reserves and surplus basically it will not part of the asset. So this one is our answer. Clear? Reserves and surplus basically not forming the part of the asset basically in its bank balance sheet. Clear? So this one is to be the answer here. Option number A is the answer. So please tell fast. This point is now clear to all of you regarding this question. Hope all of you are able to understand these points. Please be carefully while answering the questions. Clear? Question will never be difficult. Just you have to understand what they are saying that. Now move to the next question. Asset liability management is about managing the following risk. Clear? Is about managing the following risk. Clear? Asset liability management. Clear? Which of the following risk is to be managed under that? Clear? Under the asset liability management, which of the following risk is to be managed? Clear? So first one is to be interest rate risk. Second one here is to be liquidity risk. Third one here is to be foreign currency risk. Fourth one here is to be the currency risk. Clear? Fourth one here is to be the currency risk. Clear? So asset liability management. Asset liability management, first one is interest rate risk. Clear? So this one is the correct one. Clear? Under that we have to manage the interest rate risk also. Second one is the liquidity risk. Clear? Liquidity risk, it is also under the asset liability management. Okay. So first two are correct here. A and B. Clear? So this one answer either this one. Next one is the foreign currency risk. Clear? Please remember that basically foreign currency risk, it is to be also under the asset liability management. Clear? Basically it is, sorry, foreign currency risk, it is basically not. Clear? Foreign currency risk, I think it is not comes under the asset liability management. Credit risk, it is definitely comes. Clear? So A, B and D. Clear? So option number C is the answer. Clear? Option number C is the answer here. Clear? Option number C is the answer here. Okay, because in the book basically it is also mentioned that basically involves risk basically caused by the changing in the interest rate, exchange rate, credit risk, and liquidity position. Clear? Exchange rate basically it is also comes under that. Clear? Exchange rate. Clear? So according to me, basically all the four are to be correct here. Clear? So all the four are to be correct here. Clear? All the four are to be correct here. Okay. So next question, question number 331. Expenses in the profit and loss account of a bank. Clear? Basically expenses in the profit and loss account of a bank include which of the following? Clear? Basically include which of the following? Basically in the profit and loss account of the bank. Clear? Include which of the following? Interest expended, operating expenses, provisions and contingencies. Clear? Basically provisions and contingencies. Clear? Basically expenses especially mentioned. Clear? Expenses in the profit and loss account. Clear? Interest expenses, expenses, operating expenses, provisions and contingencies. Clear? Provisions and contingencies. Clear? So what is the correct answer basically? This one, this one, this one. Clear? So all the option number D is the answer here. Clear? Option number D is the answer here because all are to be expenses here. Clear? All are to be expenses here. Next question, question number 332. The ultimate objective of the asset liability management process, clear? Asset liability management is to generate adequate and stable earnings and to steadily build an organization's equity over time. Clear? Basically is to generate adequate and stable earning and to steadily basically build an organization's equity over the time. Clear? Equity over the time while taking reasonable and measured. What it measured? Basal risk, equity risk, funding risk, business risk. So what is the correct answer? Basically that is business risk. Clear? The correct answer that is business risk. This one is our answer. Clear? Business risk is our answer. Option number D. Question number 333. Asset liability management is concerned with strategic balance sheet management, but does not involve which of the following risk? Clear? Basically, but does not involve which of the following risk? Clear? Asset liability management, basically it is concerned with the strategic balance sheet management, but does not involve which of the following risk? That is option number B is the answer. Interest rate risk? No. Settlement risk? Yes, this one is our answer. Clear? Settlement risk. Settlement risk, it is also known as, please tell fast. Settlement risk, basically it is also known as, in the chapter number 2 we have discussed regarding that. Settlement risk, basically it is also known as, please tell fast if anyone remember. Settlement risk, yes, temporal risk, very, very important. Temporal risk. Clear? Basically this is the previous year question. Clear? This is the previous year question. Clear? In the year 2019 or 2020 they have asked regarding that. Okay. Temporal risk. Clear? Or other one basically that is one other student, that is it is also known as a Herstatt risk. Okay, so please remember this one is the most important question. Clear? This point, it is a basically most important questions from the chapter number 2. Clear? One of the most important question. Clear? Yes, bankers Herstatt in the Germany. Now move to the next question. I think we have already discussed regarding that. Tax deducted at source on securities and advance tax paid, it is basically categorized as, investments, borrowings, contingent liabilities, and loans and advances. Clear? Loans and advances. Clear? So please tell fast what is the correct answer here. That is tax paid in advance or tax deducted at source on securities and the advance tax paid. Clear? And the advance tax paid is categorized as, basically it is categorized under the loans and advances. Clear? Basically it is categorized under the loans and advances, and particularly basically it is categorized under the other assets. Clear? Particularly it is categorized under the other assets, or here we will, as per the given option, basically it is categorized under the loans and advances. Clear? Under the loans and advances. Clear? So this one is our answer. Now move to the next question. Under which of the following heads of the account the income representing basically down rent income, the income representing basically that is down rent income, security charges, income from the bank properties, would be shown in, clear. Basically income from the bank properties basically would be shown in, clear. Basically this will show under which category? Rent income, commission income, other income, miscellaneous income, clear. Miscellaneous income, clear. So basically this is under the income category. We know that basically this is under the income category, and income basically from that is basically from the commission, exchange or brokerage, clear. Basically under the commission, exchange or brokerage. So generally basically it is comes as per our details, it is comes under the other income, clear. Other income, clear. Under the other income we have this head, clear, that is commission, exchange or brokerage, clear. Commission, exchange or brokerage, clear. So option number D is the option number C is the answer, that is other income, clear. Other income, clear. If they have exactly given that is commission, exchange and brokerage, so we will go with that option, but here they have just given that the commission income, rent income, clear. Like security charges, it is like a commission income. Ground rent income, that is basically it shows that basically it is a rent, clear. Or income from the bank properties, clear. Or income from the bank properties, clear. So here according to me the answer is basically option number C, clear. Option number C, that is other income, clear. Other income, clear, because it is specially mentioned. Okay, but as per some student basically in the book, this is all these things basically specially mentioned under the miscellaneous income, clear. So we will go with the answer option number D also, but C is also correct one, clear. But C is also correct one, clear, because it is part of the other income, clear. It is part of the other income, clear. Okay, so option number D is also the same, C is also okay. Yes, under page number 486 basically this is to be present, but it is under the other income also, clear. But it is under the other income also, clear. So basically here they are asking basically which of the heads of the account, so you will go with the option number D, clear. So you will go with the option number D, clear. Okay, so you will go with the option number D, clear. It is under the other income, that is one head, that is miscellaneous income, clear. That is miscellaneous income. Okay, so now move to the next question, question number 336. I think this is the repeated one. Stock in hand of stationery and stamps is to be included in which of the following? Repeated question, clear. Basically this is under the stocks in hand of the stationery and stamps. We have already discussed this question, that is other assets. The main source of funds of the bank, I think these two questions are to be repeated here. Capital, borrowings, deposits and contingent liabilities, that is option number C, that is deposits. Now move to the next question, question number 338. The strategy of a bank, clear. Basically the strategy of a bank to actively manage the composition and mix of assets and liabilities portfolios, clear. The strategy of a bank basically to actively manage the composition and mix of assets and liabilities portfolios, clear. And mix of assets and liabilities portfolios, it is basically called asset liability management, asset management, balance sheet management, or balance sheet restructuring, clear. Or balance sheet restructuring, clear. So what is the correct answer, clear? So what is the correct answer? Basically that is actively manage the composition and mix of assets and liabilities portfolios, clear. And mix of assets and liabilities portfolios, so basically that is to be considered as the balance sheet restructuring, clear. So that it is to be basically considered as the balance sheet restructuring, clear. Please go with these points very carefully, clear. The strategy of a bank to actively manage the composition and mix of assets and liabilities portfolio, basically it is to be called as balance sheet restructuring, clear. So option number D is the answer, that is balance sheet restructuring. Okay, so please go with the definition. Basically this is present on the page number 488, third paragraph, clear. Third paragraph. Please remember these things, clear. Please remember these things because these are the specific definitions, clear. Even they have not highlighted anything special here, but these become the questions, clear, when in the examination with the examination point of view. So next is the what is the objective of the asset liability management, clear. So what is the objective of the asset liability management? First one is to improve the profit. B option is basically to avoid maturity mismatch of assets and liabilities, to generate adequate and stable earnings, and build equity for the organization over time. Clear? And build equity organization basically for the overtime. D option is all the above. Clear? Basically D option is all the above. Clear? So what is the main objective of this process? Basically is to generate adequate and stable earnings. Clear? This one is the main objective. Clear? Of the asset liability management, that is to generate adequate and stable earnings and build equity for the organization over time. Clear? And to build equity and to build equity for the organization over time. Clear? So C1 is the correct answer. Clear? C is the correct answer. Clear? As basically they specifically mention only this thing. Clear? Specifically mention only this thing. Clear? Under the objective. Clear? Under the objective of the ALM, basically they have specially mentioned this one. Option number C is the correct answer. Clear? So please remember these points. Now move to the last question of our today's session. What is the objectives of the asset liability management? Clear? What is the objectives of asset liability management? Clear? That is growth and liquidity. Same type of question but different options. Growth and liquidity. Second one here, that is liquidity and profitability. Growth and profitability. Fourth option is basically growth, profitability and liquidity. Clear? Growth, profitability and liquidity. Clear? So what is the correct answer? That is objective of asset liability management are. Clear? Objective of asset liability management are basically growth and liability. Please think over that. Please think over that while answering the question. So basically objective of asset liability, basically price matching and the liquidity. Clear? Price matching and the liquidity. Clear? Basically this is the main. That is basically to earn the profit. Clear? That is to earn the profitability and liquidity. Clear? To earn the profitability and liquidity. Clear? So option number B is the answer. That is liquidity and profitability. Basically it is the correct answer. Clear? Basically it is the correct answer. Under the objective of the ALM, basically first one is the price matching, that is profitability. You have to check that. Second one is the liquidity. Clear? Second one is the liquidity. Clear? So option number B is the correct answer. Clear? Option number B is the correct answer. Clear? So in this session, basically we have to discuss some of the important components of asset and liability. Clear? So I request to all of you, please go through all these points once again and hope it helps you to understand many of the points. Clear? It helps you to understand many of the points. So thanks to all of you for joining this session. Clear? Please correct the answer of this question. Clear? Wait a minute. Okay, this one. Okay, so basically in the book exactly they have mentioned the same thing. Clear? Even if they're not mentioning the miscellaneous income in the option, so you will go with the option number C. Clear? So you will go with the option number C, that is other income. Clear? So you will go with the option number C, that is other income. Okay, so thanks to all of you for joining this session.